Hey guys, the last show of the day, but I'm very excited to have these two on the show. Love it. You guys do too when we have our musical guests on. It's Marissa Detlor. I'm going to
Yes.
say it right. And Andrew Caico are both on the show. We're going to talk about music. Were they born with that musical gift? We're going to find out that. They're going to perform at the end of the show, which I'm super excited about. And I love the title of the show. That's why I love it when the guests created talk about that too. So welcome you guys. Very good to have you.
Thank you for having
Thanks
us.
so much. We appreciate it.
I love it. Your background looks good. Like wherever you have this set up so well back there.
This is the home studio, his
Oh,
home
that's the home studio. It's a perfect background for
Thank
doing the show. You guys look good. Meanwhile, I have chairs in the background and I don't, it's just
No one cares about background
it's
usually.
all about you guys. Origin story we talked about. People love that. They want to know if you were musical as a kid, and then if you guys can kind of share your journey, that would be great. Tell us a little bit about you.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
So when I was a kid, my parents, actually when I was really, really young, my parents would hear me singing along like in the bathtub or like to my stuffed animals, and they'd be like, are we crazy, or does she kind of have like a voice going on here? And I was so young, and so I grew up always singing, and I have a musical family, so my dad's always playing piano and singing show tunes and whatever. And yeah, so they got me into voice lessons pretty young. I think I was 8 or 9 when I first had my voice teacher. And that's when I first had my live performance, and I was super nervous for it, but it
What
was a
was
good.
that like? It's one thing to sing on your own, and I know we're going to get Andrew's story too, but it's different when you are doing it all day long and you have to practice at it, and it almost becomes not a business, but it's more than just you singing when you want to sing. Was that difficult for you, or did you always just love it no matter what facet of it there has been?
I mean, it's changed a little bit. Like in the past couple of years, it's gotten a little harder to keep the passion up, because it's like sometimes you lose the faith a little bit, and it's like, am I doing the right thing, But I always have that love for singing where like I'm singing all throughout the day, and I'm just like, sometimes my mom will be like, oh, I love when I just hear you singing, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know I was singing. Like it's just like breathing sometimes.
Like breathing for you.
Yeah, it is. And him playing guitar is like breathing for him.
Yeah, so let's talk about him. Hi, Andrew. Andrew, welcome. So tell us a little bit about you.
Thanks so much. So I first started playing instruments when I was in 3rd grade. My parents forced me to do violin. And I always really hated it, but they said that I wasn't allowed to quit until I graduated high school. So halfway through, I think, middle school, I got a really old broken guitar. It had like 4 strings, and I just taught myself how to play that. I mean, everything translated over pretty well because it's the same position. So I was able to learn guitar pretty quickly. And then
Why'd you shift to guitar? Just because you were tired of doing violin? You wanted
100%.
something?
Yeah, because I know I still had to do violin, but I wanted to do something that I enjoyed. Plus, at that
You
time,
had a passion for music.
Oh, absolutely. I was listening to a lot of like rock songs and classic metal songs, so I really wanted to just be able to play along to those. So I guess that's why I first started, and then I stuck with it. Went to school for it, and
Oh, you did?
just like her with music, I just love to play guitar. Always trying to improve myself and write new stuff for Marissa.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the collaboration. How did you all get together from a collaborative standpoint?
Well,
Did
there
you know
was
each other forever?
no, only a couple of years, and it's a really funny story because so it's a weird story. So my cousin's dad's band, one of the people from that band reached out to me and was like, we have a new band forming. We're gonna do like covers and perform out. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do it. And I went there, and it was a bunch of old guys, and then this one young dude. and then
You're the young dude, Andrew, I bet.
That's it. That's me.
the only one. So I quit that band, and then I hit him up. I was like, hey, do you want to come play guitar for me? Because at that point I was releasing my first album, at 21, and I needed musicians to perform with. So I was like, you want to do it? And I was so nervous to ask him for some reason, because I was just like, I don't know. Because a lot of people are about themselves and doing their own music, but he's so about my music, and it's so refreshing and so nice.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's interesting because you said that, now it makes sense. When people fill out the form to be a guest on the show, it's usually the person, unless you have a publicist, it's usually the person who's going to be on the show. So I kept seeing this email from Andrew.
Yeah.
Why? Her manager, like, what's the relationship? Or is Marissa really not Marissa and she's Andrew? Like, you don't know with that kind of stuff. So it's really cool to see that this is a collaborative thing. Now, do you guys write songs together? Is that how the relationship works?
Well, I'm kind of like her guitarist and producer. I take care of a lot of the tracks. I have who is our bass player. He's like the other half of my production team. And we would sometimes come to Marissa with songs, and she would just sing the melodies out. She takes care of all the vocal melodies and lyrics, but we usually do all the music. And sometimes Marissa will just sing with no music, an idea, and then we'll have that task of trying to write something to it. Or it's usually easier the other way around for us when we come up with a song and let her sort of feel it out, if she likes it or not, what she can write to it.
Yeah.
What makes Marissa, or not like a song? I'm always fascinated by when artists choose the songs to perform or record or both, why that song spoke to them. What is it about the music that you choose that you think is the reason that you choose that? Because I'm sure you have lots of options. There's tons of songwriters out there. There's tons of music out there. What speaks to you? Why do you make those choices?
Usually it's like, if I like the theme of the song first, like I really like to have a strong theme, like My Soul, My Rules. Like, I like something that has a good message and I really connect with, because if I don't connect with it, it's like, what's the point, you know?
Right.
So I think, I mean, for me, I like to write catchy melodies and make sure it has a theme too. And sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's just like a fun song or like a sassy song or whatever. But you know, I got that too. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have to feel it. If they're like, oh my God, I love this, you know, I have to love it or else it's not gonna work.
I mean, I think that's such a great point, because I think it would be hard to perform a song that I didn't feel like I had a connection to, or I didn't feel it when I sang it. Because I mean, I'm not the talent that you are, but I have performed live, and I know that when you connect with the song, it's a completely different performance than I'm singing something I don't really want to, but they're
absolutely
totally different. So what did you guys do when pandemic hit? A lot of musicians, it's been such a challenge for anybody that's in the arts like you guys. What did you all do to stay fresh and to stay positive and continue to hone your craft and perform and do the things that you wanted to do?
Mainly, we've been just focusing on writing a lot of music and recording, and we've been recording here. That's the craziest.
I love your studio right there. It's so good.
Appreciate it. Because my other album we did in New York City studio, like a really fancy studio and whatever. And that was fun. And it was always like an experience, and it was fun going there. But this is like, you can wake up and be like, oh, I have this idea, let me get it down. And then it can actually go on the record too. And it sounds pretty decent. I think it's like almost the same, right?
I think it's better.
Almost.
You think it's better? I love it. Why do you think it's better, Andrew?
Because we just have all the access here. There's no stress. There's no time restraints. There's no engineer telling you what you should or shouldn't do. Everything is just us.
Right. I mean, sometimes it is good to have an engineer who gives you certain suggestions and ideas, and it's like, oh, I didn't think of that. But you do that for me too. Like sometimes you'll be like, oh, try this. And then I'm stubborn and I'm like, I don't want to.
And then
he's admitting it now.
But yeah,
I think the energy, you all in a studio like that, I feel a different energy. It's more raw than it is in a studio that's heavy on engineering, and it just, I understand why Andrew likes that. I think I just read an article, an artist, which I don't know if you all know, Winona Judd, she just recorded a whole bunch of stuff in her home studio, and it's got this raw, like you're sitting in somebody's living room and they're playing. And that's sort of the feel that's really cool. All right, so when you tell us about My Soul, My Rules, because that's obviously the topic. So I always like to ask, how did that come about?
Really crazy story. Well, not that crazy, but like it was very organic how it happened. I was driving home one day, and this was back in January, and I was just getting really mad about certain things that people said to me over the years, and just like little things that it's like, I don't like that. And then I was getting really heated for some reason. And I came up with this hook idea, and I was like, let me do what I want. Let me do what I want. But it kind of sounded more like a rap song. And I was like, obviously I'm not a rapper. But then 10 minutes later, he sends me a guitar track, like a guitar loop. He's like, what do you think about this? And I was like, holy shit, that actually fits what I just wrote. It was like, I think it was like a key down or something, but it fit so well, the flow. I was like, it's meant to be. And then we just went from there.
Yeah.
And we just created My Soul, My Rules. And it's basically just about, comments said to you that aren't really in your best interest. It's just to put you down. And you're like, taking back the control of what makes up who you are. Like, This is my hair, my clothes. Not that I look super fashionable today. But
you look great. You both do.
But yeah, that's what that.
I love that, because I think a lot of people, it's like taking your power back. It's taking your, my soul, my rules. Any happen to us, we're permitting most of the time. And so you're just, I feel like, and I haven't heard the song, but I feel like the title itself is like, yes, I want it to be my rules, because it's my soul, my heart, my humanity. And so I love the thought process of that. I wish more people would try to take their control back and really write their own narrative rather than listening to somebody else. All right. So we're, my favorite part, other than getting to know you guys, of course, performance. So tell us what you're going to sing for us. And my audience knows me really well. I'm not going to be on here dancing or singing with her. So I'm going to take myself out in a second, but tell us a little bit about what you're going to sing.
Well, we were going to do my last single, Velvet. But now that we're talking about My Soul, My Rules, shouldn't we do that?
We might as well play My Soul, My Rules.
Yeah, because you haven't heard.
Do both if you'd like. We have time, but it's up to you.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's start with My Soul, My Rules.
All right.
So I'm going to do it.
Riff.
Marissa and Andrew, let's do it. Here we go.
I got too much makeup on and not enough fame. Honestly, by now it's overplayed. Now you're telling me that I shouldn't be all that I am. I'm too much for ya. Well, who said I was here for ya? Let me do what I want, yeah. I do what I want. Let me do what I want. I don't want to hear what you got to say. If it's an opinion on my body, if I'm not what you want to see, look away. Let me do what I want. Do what I want. I think I feel like crossing the line. Think I feel like doing it tonight. I've been caught between the lines of opinions, and I'm standing my ground. Think I feel like crossing the line. No return, just me that I found. I'm so tired of trying to be the version that you wanna be. what you want me to do. Ain't trying to listen to comments from you. Don't even try to get on my way. Let you out for you to crush, babe. Let me do what I want, let me do it. Let me do what I want. I think I feel like crossing the line. I think I feel like doing it tonight. I've been caught between the lines of opinions and I'm standing my ground. Feel like crossing the line. No return, just hate that I found. I'm so tired of trying to be the version that you wanna be. No more. And to be the version that you wanna be. Oh, me, yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what to do. That was beautiful. And I mean that on like a whole bunch of levels. So you don't, because I don't listen to anything prior. I never know what's going to come out of someone's mouth, right? So you never know if they're going to actually be able to sing, which thankfully you are truly gifted, or if it's going to be, wow, nobody's told them their whole life that they need to go into another career. So that was absolutely beautiful. Your voice, it's got that sultry old soul though, to me, very soulful, and you can carry a tune. It's just beautiful. So Andrew, of course, is amazing, but I must tell you that the vocals there were awesome. Just awesome. I love that song and I love how you performed it. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Now I know why your parents said, oh my God, she can actually carry a tune. What's happening? She's good. Because you are. So amazing. All right. What are you going to perform next?
All right. Last song, we'll do my last single called Velvet. And it's a sexier kind of vibe. Not as deep as My Soul, My Rules, but I still love it.
Yeah.
All right. Velvet. Here we go.
All right. Have you ever felt a vibe so good you can't leave it even if you try to? Oh, baby, that's me. That's me. Have you ever felt so content you couldn't forget it even just for a moment? The moment is me. Whoa. Baby, I know something that'll make you lose control now. That'll make you wanna slow down. Take it to the max now. Take it to the max now. I can make you feel good. Be everything that it should. I ain't gotta talk it. Baby, I can walk it. Ooh, your hands are this. All this. Baby, I'm like velvet. Touch your soul, yeah. Touch your soul, yeah. Oh, you can feel. Baby, I'm like velvet of your soul, yeah. Oh, you can feel. Baby, can't you feel? Yeah, you know I'ma make expensive. Can't help but to spend it. This luxury is too authentic. Can't resist it, you be wasting your time on someone you know is too rough. You're too rough. They won't do you like I do, babe. Too big, got no edges, yeah, I'm smooth, smooth. I can make you feel that always, baby. I'm like velvet, touch your soul, real touch your soul, real. I would love to feel, baby. I'm like velvet, love you so real. No, you can't leave. Oh, baby, can't you feel? I'm like, whoa, yeah, baby, I'm like, oh,
You just, I had to remind myself a bunch that that's not something I'm listening to with my earbuds on Spotify. I just the live performance. You probably know this. You don't get a lot of live performances where it just sounds like it's been recorded. That's what you sound like. It's so smooth, both of you. Even the guitar. I took a minute just to focus on Andrew's guitar playing. I'm like, it sounds like I'm listening to this, working away, and I'm listening to the music on my earbuds. Beautiful. Very, again, sultry, but just old school, old soul, wonderful feel to it. It was absolutely amazing. All right, I want people to be able to find you guys. Tell me, I got so caught up, I took away the banner going across the bottom there. Tell us the best way to reach you to get your music. Where can people find you?
Instagram. My Instagram is Marissa_Detlor. And then Spotify is where you'll find all my songs from my first album, my recent singles, and my next album is coming really, really soon, which that's on. So what else? YouTube. I have YouTube, Marissa Detlor, and Facebook, Marissa Detlor Music.
Got it. All right. You two are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you
for taking the time. That was so good. I mean it. It was wonderful. Got lots of love. So we'll all go back through and hit up the social media sites that sent us love. Tons and tons of love on this side of it. Thank you guys so much. You're welcome back anytime you want to perform. You have something to promote. I would absolutely love to have you guys back on.
Sounds great.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you. Marissa Detlor and Andrew Caico. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye, everybody. Get their music. It's so good.
Thanks, guys.